Just as a heads up, the footage you're about to see is not created by me. It's created by Element Animation. This is Villager News. Um, so villagers only spawn naturally in villages and igloos upon generation or by breeding. They can also be spawned by curing zombie villagers. They will never despawn even if the player wanders away from them. Villagers are human passive non-player characters, NPCs, that spawn and move around in villages and sometimes igloos. They have different professions in the game. These are the professions that exist in the game: priests, fishermen, cartographers, butchers, toolsmiths, weaponsmiths, armorers, leather workers, clerics, farmers, fletchers, shepherds, nitwits, librarians, unemployed, and masons. So there is way more than there used to be. Um, Now for the villager behavior. Unlike most other mobs, villagers are intelligent. They socialize with other villagers, can harvest crops, pick up crops, and open and close wind doors. They go inside the houses during the night or while it's raining. Villagers will pathfind up to 4 blocks from the center of the village. Occupations and trading. Most villagers have professions which are seen in both their robe color and their building of residence. As of update 1.0.4, they offer different trades to players. Farmers have brown robes and live in small houses near farms. They can harvest plant crops. Shepherd can trade sheep-related blocks and items. Fisherman can trade fish-related blocks and items. Fletcher can trade arrow-related blocks and items. Librarians have white robes and live in the libraries. Cartographers can trade treasure maps. Priests have purple robes and live in cobblestone churches. Blacksmiths have brown robes with a black apron and live in forges. Butchers have brown robes with a white apron and live in butcher shops. Nitwits have green robes and they cannot be traded with. Exist in the game files but are only available currently through resource editing. Villagers can also trade with other villagers. To, to do this, they simply has to pick up a certain item, wheat, seeds, potatoes, carrots, and bread, and will hold the item in their hands. They will throw the crops to another villager to trade. These drops can also be picked up by hoppers. Popularity. Popularity is a measure used by villagers to determine which trades they will offer the player. Popularity is gained when a successful trade is made and lost when a player attacks a villager. When popularity is high, villagers will offer higher trades. Villagers run away from zombies and husks. If either successfully kills a villager, the villager may turn into a zombie villager, depending on the difficulty. When struck by lightning, villagers will turn into witches. Unlike zombie villagers, this transformation cannot be reversed. Villagers will mate depending on the number of valid doors. Villagers will mate as long as population is less than 35% of the valid doors. Rounded down, they will also breed if certain items were thrown to them. Using a dispenser, it is possible to put armor onto villagers. The armor will be invisible, but it will provide defense. Villagers were inspired by the shopkeeper in Dungeon Master 2. When villagers are attacked by the player, they will make no attempt to escape. However, a nearby iron golem may attack the player if the iron golem is within range of the village. Villagers, along with ocelots and bats, are the only passive mobs that cannot be leashed with lead. Villagers and bats are the only two passive mobs in the game that do not drop a single item, not even experience. Bedrock exclusive. An emerald will appear on top of a villager's head if the player trades with them. Using commands, it is possible to equip something on their main hand. So villagers, they have changed throughout the series of Minecraft. Um, Before they literally did nothing, but now they do so much with the farm and everything. There's an unseen texture for the villager found in the game that follows. It had an angry looking face with red eyes. Villagers may pick up certain items on the ground, such as beetroots, wheat, potatoes, carrots, seeds, and bread. If a villager is hit by lightning, then it will turn into a witch. Cleric villagers and zombie villagers can spawn in an igloo. Villagers are still able to see a player even if a player has an invisibility potion effect. In the Minecraft 1.6 poster, there was a villager wearing blue robes, but it never appeared in the final version of Minecraft 1.6. Setting the game rule, mob griefing to false will make farmer villages stop planting or harvesting crops. Notch originally planned for villages to be populated by pigmen instead of villagers. Prior to 13W22A/1.61, villagers did not make sounds. Although villagers are currently as simple as other passive mobs, they appear to have very basic intelligent coding already implemented. Before, if a player opens the door to their home and leave it open, they will likely soon move out the doorway. However, once inside, they may wander out of the wilderness. As a 1.2 update, they now automatically go inside at night. In beta 1.9 pre-release files, there's a texture for average villagers which wear green robes. However, this spot seems to be filled by a farmer type instead, with no villager type spawning at all. The average villager can be spawned in 1.7 using commands. So with the green villagers, that this is just like the older updates. Um, so yeah, there is also a file for villagers with no clothes on. Well, they have underwear on. Um, you can look at that. You can probably search up like underwear villager and find it. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy. Subscribe, like for more, and bye. Peace out.